President Biden detailed new sanctions on Russia, saying the U.S. will roll out the welcome mat to Ukrainian refugees.
The announcements come as the president and European leaders hold emergency meetings in Brussels. News 9's Alex Cameron's following the developments from our Washington bureau.
Well, it's three summits in one, essentially. NATO, the G7, and European Union all meeting in response to Russia's unprovoked and ongoing invasion of Ukraine.
Today marks 1 month since Russia began its carnage in Ukraine.
President Biden used the occasion to announce new sanctions on more than 400 Russian individuals and entities.
More than 300 members of the Duma, oligarchs, and Russian defense companies that fuel the Russian war machine.
A war machine that to date has turned some 3.5 million Ukrainians into refugees.
Many Ukrainian refugees will wish to stay in Europe, closer to their homes. But we've also will welcome 100,000 Ukrainians to the United States.
The president said to Vladimir Putin's great frustration, Europe is more united today than it's ever been.
Putin is getting exactly the opposite what he intended to have as a consequence of going into Ukraine.
Evidence of that, the president says, is the alliance's agreement to deploy additional battle groups into the eastern flank and the ongoing shipment of lethal aid, including anti-aircraft systems to Ukraine. Still, the U.S. remains unwilling to help provide Ukraine with fighter jets.
This conversation about if we add MiG-29s, that's a step too far, seems irrational to me. Quite frankly, there's a lot of lethal aid that we provided to the Ukrainians.
Senator James Lankford says the other move he'd like to see is decreasing Europe's reliance on Russia for energy.
It'd be helpful if the Biden administration would say, we will help you get off of Russian oil and gas by increasing production here.
And reportedly, President Biden will announce tomorrow a plan to increase shipments of American LNG, liquefied natural gas, to Europe. From our Washington bureau, I'm Oklahoma's own Alex Cameron.